Later Atreides, your father.
The Sega CD is mostly remembered for its FMV experiments, but once you dig a little deeper, you'll find some seriously overlooked gems. Not because the games were bad, but they were often dismissed as minor upgrades to Genesis games, or skipped because the original version seemed superior, yet each one proves the system could deliver something special. Just like in my previous video, I pulled together data from multiple top lists and fan rankings, and combined all of that into one big master list. These games were mostly rated pretty high in Moby games, but more often than not, left out from most of the major top 10 or top 20 lists. In the end of this video I am going to present some games that barely dropped out of top 10 but could have easily made it. Some of them I personally rated quite high and could have been close to top 3, but other lists that I analyzed didn't agree with me. Before you get angry with me, let me mention that NBA Jam once again didn't make into the list. Don't get me wrong, I love it. Just it didn't add too much to the Genesis version, and arcade's original would be the definite way to play this game anyway. But enough talking, let's get into the business. Enjoy the video and don't forget to like and subscribe.
Serve the public trust, protect the innocent, uphold the law. Thank you for your cooperation.
Pugsy on the Sega CD is a quirky platformer that stands out with its unique physics-based puzzle gameplay. You carry, throw, and stack objects to solve creative challenges, making each level feel fresh and interactive. With its playful art style, charming animations, and approachable difficulty, Pugsy is a standout classic that's still fun to play today. Mickey Mania on the Sega CD is a visually stunning platformer that brings classic Mickey Mouse cartoons to life. With hand-drawn animation, vibrant levels, and challenging platforming, each stage feels like a playable cartoon. CD-quality music and sound effects make this one of the most charming and memorable Disney games on the system.
You don't scare me! Take that! Take that! Take that! Get out of the way, you big bully!
Echo the Dolphin on the Sega CD takes the Genesis classic and elevates it with a haunting CD-quality soundtrack and atmospheric cutscenes. Its underwater exploration and puzzle-solving mix serenity with challenge, creating one of the most unique experiences on the system. The enhanced audio and visuals make this version the definitive way to play Echo's mysterious ocean adventure. Echo, The Tides of Time on the Sega CD pushes the series even further with richer visuals, full-motion video cutscenes, and an expanded, more ambitious story. The gameplay mixes fast-paced underwater action with challenging puzzles, keeping the atmosphere mysterious and rewarding. With soundtracks even better than in the first Echo game, this is one of the most immersive and unforgettable Sega CD experiences. Batman Returns on Sega CD goes beyond being just a beat 'em up. It adds exclusive Batmobile driving stages that play like a fast-paced racing combat game. The CD quality soundtrack and voice samples bring Gotham to life with a more cinematic atmosphere. It's a great example of a Sega CD version that feels like a genuine upgrade rather than a simple port. Often judged against the superior PC version, Dune on the Sega CD blends adventure and strategy, letting you manage spice production while exploring Arrakis through cinematic cutscenes and FMV. The CD quality soundtrack and voice acting add atmosphere, making this one of the more immersive Sega CD titles. While the pace can feel slow at times, it's still a standout experience for fans of the book and movie.
I'm your mother, Jessica. The Duke.
Often skipped as inferior to PC original, Monkey Island on the Sega CD keeps the classic pirate humor and clever puzzles that made the original a legend. The CD soundtrack is fantastic, but long load times, muted colors, and clunky controls hold it back. Still, it's a fun way to experience one of the best adventure games of all time. Flashback: The Quest for Identity is a cinematic platformer that combines fluid rotoscoped animation with sci-fi storytelling. The Sega CD version adds CD-quality music and voice samples, enhancing the atmosphere without changing the core gameplay. It's challenging, stylish, and still stands out as one of the most polished action-adventure games on the system. Often confused as minor upgrade to Genesis game, Eternal Champions: Challenge from the Dark Side is a full sequel that ramps up the original with more fighters, brutal cine-kills, and clearer speech and visuals only possible on the Sega CD. The gameplay is deep and highly rewarding, but also unforgiving. The AI is relentless, and mastering your character takes serious time. If you're in for hardcore fighting action with flashy finishers and a darker edge, this one's built for you. The Terminator on Sega CD is a huge step up from its Genesis counterpart, featuring cinematic cutscenes that follow the movie's story more closely. The real standout is the CD soundtrack by Tommy Tallarico, which gives the game a pounding, atmospheric energy. Combined with tighter gameplay and presentation, it's one of the best examples of how Sega CD could elevate an action game. Honorable mentions. This one really stands out. The Sega CD version has extra levels, new cutscenes, full voice acting, and an expanded soundtrack. It's generally considered the definitive version of the game.
Officer, that nice young man in the long underwear saved my purse and all my money.
Good work, Spider-Man.
Demolition Man includes exclusive FMV shooting segments on top of the Genesis-style run-and-gun stages. This game is more than a straight port. Pitfall, the Mayan adventure, even though it has the same gameplay as Genesis, it adds wonderful CD quality music and animated cutscenes that really complement this game. Prince of Persia, the core game is the same as the Genesis version, but comes with awesome CD audio and animated cutscenes for storytelling. Theme Park plays very close to the PC's or Amiga's original, but without major enhancements, just CD music and a few voice samples. Often overlooked because the PC version was better, but it doesn't mean this version is bad. So there you go, 10 plus overlooked Sega CD games that are worth playing on Sega CD. Thanks for watching and I hope you enjoy.